You may be seated. Good afternoon, everyone. Great. My name is Karen Pardue, and I am the interim provost at the University of New England. I am so pleased to welcome the class of 2025, those of you who have joined us as transfer students, along with student leaders, faculty, and professional staff to this afternoon's convocation ceremony. The word convocation comes from the Latin convocare, which means to gather or to call people together. Convocations were initially used to mark the beginning of a religious ceremony or an important event. This practice has been modified over the years and now reflects an annual ceremony held at many colleges and universities all across the world. At UNE, the tradition of convocation marks your educational journey with us. It is at this moment in time that we formally welcome you into our community. It signals the beginning of a truly remarkable period where you're going to learn a lot, not just about your major, but about yourself. You are no longer prospective students. You are now officially members of the UNE Nor'easter family. I am joined today by my esteemed colleagues, along with your dedicated and enthusiastic undergraduate student government president. Each will share a few words with you to mark this very special occasion as you begin your education. Our first speaker this afternoon is UNE's president, Dr. James Herbert. Dr. Herbert Dr. Herbert is a highly engaged and visible college president. You will see him all over campus, and I can tell you you're likely to bump into him in the dining commons. That's one of his favorite places. He truly enjoys getting to know the students, learning about your academic, your residential, and your co-curricular experiences. It is my pleasure to welcome President Herbert to the podium.
Afternoon, everybody. How you doing? It is so nice to see you all here today. And despite the heat, but just hang in there a couple more days, and I promise it's going to cool off. Thank you so much, Provost Pardue, for that lovely introduction. And thank all of you for gathering to celebrate this ritual that marks the beginning of the academic year here at UNE. Convocation provides an occasion for us to welcome you all to the UNE family, as Provost Pardue said. It also offers a time for all of us to rededicate ourselves to our ultimate goal, which is the pursuit of knowledge. This year, Convocation also marks a return to a more normal experience on campus. As some of you recall, last year, during the height of the pandemic, we weren't able to gather in person for this event. I'm so pleased that we've been able to safely join together as we begin another momentous year at UNE. So members of the class of 2025, you are a talented group, and we are very lucky to have you as part of our family. I have no doubt you will make important contributions to our classrooms, our laboratories, our athletic teams, student organizations on all three of our campuses, in Biddeford, in Portland, and in Tangier, Morocco. Thank you for choosing UNE, for choosing to be part of our Nor'easter family. We're very proud to call you fellow Nor'easters, and we're eager to include you in everything that we do here at UNE. Joining me on the platform here today are UNE's provost, deans, and other senior leaders. Students, these individuals fill various roles at the university, all designed to position you for success. And I thank them all very much for their service. Now, I'd also like to acknowledge the members of our exceptional faculty who are joining us today. At this time, I ask all UNE faculty who are present to please stand and remain standing. Students, these individuals have dedicated their lives to the pursuit of excellence in their fields. They're also uniquely dedicated to ensuring your success. They will open new worlds to you, serving as your teachers, your mentors, in the classroom, in the lab, in the clinic, and wherever else your pursuit of knowledge leads you. They will feed your curiosity and introduce you to new ways of thinking. Please get to know them. They are eager to meet you. They really are. Reach out to them. I promise your college experience will be enriched if you do that. Thank you, faculty. At this time, I'd ask all members of UNE's professional staff to please stand and remain standing. There's a lot more professional staff we have at UNE than are here today because they're all working right now, keeping everything going for us. But students, these talented individuals have worked tirelessly to prepare for your arrival. Their efforts, often behind the scenes, keep our entire university going and operating smoothly. Let's thank them for all that they do to make UNE the special place that it is. Thank you, professional staff. Okay, in addition, a number of UNE's sophomores, juniors, and seniors have also worked diligently to ensure your transition to college life is a smooth one. Orientation leaders, residence assistants, and all other returning students, please stand. So first-year students, I hope you will lean on these fellow Nor'easters. Let them show you the ropes at UNE. Let them address your questions. Let them become your friends. Thank you, students. So, new students, to offer you more than just a hearty welcome today, but also something useful, I'd like to offer you 5 suggestions intended to help you get off to a great start at UNE. Number 1, embrace active learning. The differences between high school learning and college learning are significant. Here, you are co-partners in directing your learning, your studies. Embrace that role. Be an active learner. Do more than the minimum in your classes. Participate in class discussions. Email your professors when you're unsure of an assignment or when you have a question. Discuss coursework with peers in the dorms. Attend campus lectures and events outside your major, like the Center for Global Humanities lectures, the President's Forums, and the annual Bush Lecture, just to name a few. Keep up with the news, local, national, and international, so that you can see how the work you do on campus, in the classroom, outside the classroom, has bearing on the real world. And most importantly, ask questions, including the hard ones, and engage in robust but civil conversation with others. Number 2, be open to new ideas and new ways of learning. Question your beliefs and assumptions. Seek out conversations with those who think differently than you. Don't always accept the safe answer or the easy answer. Make new connections between subjects. Number 3, embrace UNE's beautiful natural settings. Balance work and play. Doing so will reduce your stress and will make you more resilient when facing challenges. Try to unplug and get outside every single day, at least for a little bit. Bring a good book to the beach, or go for a run, take a bike ride, kayak in the river. You may see me running or kayaking or biking alongside you, because as busy as I am, I recognize the value of time outdoors, away from a screen, be it a TV screen or your phone or your computer, and moving. Number 4, extend the classroom. Start thinking about how venturing beyond the classroom in pursuit of expertise in your field and greater understanding of our world. Through UNE's global education programs, you can spend a semester abroad in Morocco, Spain, France, or Iceland. And we also offer a number of opportunities through travel courses. There are many research opportunities in the lab and in the field, as well as clinical work, internships, and volunteer and service learning programs. Number 5, be resilient, foster resilience. Our experiences with the pandemic have demonstrated the value of resilience in our personal and our professional lives, and no doubt for each of you in your academic life. All of us have had to bear down and do our best even when external forces complicated life and set challenges in our way. Resilience is such an important characteristic, but no one is born just naturally possessing it. You need to work to develop the skills that make you resilient, and you need to take proactive steps to put yourself in a position to carry on even when the going gets tough. To hone your resilience, you can be mindful of the attitudes and skills that characterize most resilient people. First, don't be afraid to fail. Learn from setbacks. Support others and be open to the support from others. Take advantage of the resources available to you, your professors, your classmates, the tutors at the Student Academic Success Center, the Student Solutions Desk, etc. We're all rooting for you. We're all here to help you. Let us help you when you need it. So I hope that you're getting off to a great start at UNE and that the years ahead are everything you dreamed they'll be, full of new challenges, accomplishments, and a long list of experiences you'll cherish. Experiences that leave you well equipped to lead a fulfilling, productive life. I really look forward to seeing you all around campus and getting to know you in the months and years ahead. Good luck, Nor'easters. So now, back to Provost Pardue.
Thank you, Dr. Herbert. I am now so pleased to introduce you to our 2 undergraduate deans, Dean Jonathan Millen, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences, and Dr. Sally McCormick Tutt, Interim Dean of the Westbrook College of Health Professions.
Good afternoon, and thank you, Provost. Sally McCormick Tutt is Interim Dean of the Westbrook College of Health Professions, which we call WCHP. She has served UNE for many years, first as a faculty member and Director of Clinical Education in the Physical Therapy program, then as Associate Dean for Academic Affairs, and now as Interim Dean of the college. She divides her time between the Biddeford campus and the Portland campus, as the health professions programs are located on both. She enjoys exploring Maine's nature during all 4 seasons and having the opportunity to engage in her passion of photography of the beautiful scenery that can be found everywhere. Now she looks forward to meeting you.
Jonathan Millen is the Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences, which we call CAS. He is still relatively new to the UNE community, joining us just 2 years ago. He's thrilled to be back in New England and has been enjoying all that Maine has to offer, from the beaches to the mountains and everything in between. Dean Millen is a big sports fan who looks forward to seeing you at the Nor'easter Games this year. So when you see him in the stands, don't be shy, go up and introduce yourself. Dean Millen, a lot of students don't really know what the deans do. How do you explain your job to the students?
Well, Sally, this is not scripted. Well, Sally, in many ways, we are like principals of a high school. We are responsible for leading our respective colleges and ensuring that they are in alignment with the rest of the university. In simplest terms, I like to describe deans as being responsible for supporting 4 interconnected areas. The first is student learning. The second is the teaching and research of the faculty. The third are the programs of study, that is the majors and minors that we offer. and fourth, the facilities in which that learning takes place. Now, Dean McCormick Tutt, students can be confused by having two deans. Can you describe how we work together at UNE?
Sure. The University of New England is comprised of 5 different colleges, but only 2 colleges grant bachelor's degrees, Cass and WCHP. To earn a bachelor's degree, students need to take a wide variety of courses, including art, science, mathematics, humanities, social and behavioral science, in addition to their chosen major. Our 2 colleges work closely together, determining curricula, courses, and schedules that meet the needs of all of the undergraduate students at UNE. Both of us have been in the academic setting for a long time as faculty and now as deans. Let's each describe 2 practices or resources that in our experience promote student success.
First, I suggest that you meet 3 groups of people early and often, and that's in addition to meeting each other. The first is your professors, who are also your faculty mentors, and then also your professional academic advisors. Now, we will invite you to come meet us, but you will have to take the first step. Don't be shy and don't be intimidated. We have assembled a great team for you. Now it's up to you to take advantage of it. I'm sure your heads are swimming right now with questions. Ask those questions and let us help. Also, plan ahead. Start thinking now about where and when you might study abroad. Start thinking now about what it might be to work alongside one of your professors on a research project. And start thinking now about what kind of internship experience might be right for you. You don't need to make any of these decisions right away or even in your first year. But by starting these conversations now, you will put yourself in the best position to take advantage of them when the time is right. What about you, Sally?
Well, UNE has strong tutoring services in a program we call SASE, which is known as the Student Academic Success Center. All students benefit from spending time in SASE. The services in SASE include individual and group tutoring, writing support, and enhancement to study skills such as developing time management plans, classroom note-taking, and test-taking strategies. Watch for announcements about the 20-minute flash courses, which will be offered this fall semester in the Commons. Another important resource is your resident advisor, who I now know is over here. Your RA knows UNE inside and out and can answer many questions and provide support. Your RA remembers what it is like to be a new student at UNE. It was only 1 or 2 years ago they were first-year students. So don't hesitate to reach out to them. They are here to help you. Now, we invite all first-year students to please stand. Look to your right, and then look to your left. You are the class of 2025. The newest members of the University of New England community. This is the purpose of today's convocation, to publicly welcome you to UNE and recognize your passage into our special community. You're going to be classmates for the next 4 years, and you're going to study together, play together, work hard, and dream together. We promise you are going to make friends that will last you a lifetime.
Be willing to be surprised and be willing to be unsure of yourself. You might be surprised to find that you enjoy learning about subject matters that in the past were of little interest to you. You might be surprised to find that you are better at some things than you thought. Other things might prove to be more challenging. This is all part of the learning process. And be willing to be wrong about your decisions to date. It is only natural to have some uncertainty at this point. In fact, I would argue that students entering the first year of college should not know exactly what they want to do with the rest of their lives. Continue exploring your options and know that changing majors, declaring minors, or even adding a double major is all part of the process. You may be seated.
So as we close, Dean Millen and I have a few words of advice as you embark on your UNE journey.
Explore your options and be open to changing your mind.
Remember, no question is a silly question. It is likely someone else has the same thought as you. If you have a question, ask it.
Don't multitask. Be present in what you do, especially in your classes.
Study hard, but also take time for yourself. Join a club, go to the gym, cheer on a UNE team, and have fun. Balance is important to a productive, happy life.
Set your personal bar high and then work hard to achieve your goals.
Get some sleep. Sleep solidifies your memory. Sleep enhances your focus. An all-nighter will never do that for you.
And don't be too hard on yourselves. If you don't achieve all your goals, that's okay. This is more of a marathon than it is a sprint, and you have much to experience on the way, including having fun.
To the class of 2025, Dean Millen and I welcome you to UNE. We are looking forward to getting to know each of you.
Thank you so much, Deans Millen and McCormick Tutt. I'm now pleased to introduce Professor Kenneth McCall, Chair of the University Faculty Assembly.
Thank you, Provost Pardue. Welcome to the class of 2025. My duty today as the chair of the University Faculty Assembly is to give you some advice from the faculty perspective. My son is also a college student, and these are the same words of advice that I've given him. I'll keep it to 3 key points. First, be your own best self-advocate. Figure out how to get help when you need it, the information you need. Create opportunities for yourself and reach out. Reach out to your faculty, to your advisor. There are plenty of folks around who will be happy to help. You need to figure out how to ask, and I think you will find lots of people who are willing to help you. My second piece of advice, go to class. That's it, just go to class. My third piece of advice, get to know your faculty, get to know us. Make connections with us. Come see us about class stuff, about career stuff, maybe even about connections between and among the classes that you're learning. Why should you get to know us? Because we're not just here to teach you, we're here to mentor you. We're here to help your academic success and your career readiness. And you should also get to know us because you'll be asking us for letters of recommendation sooner than you think. So those are my 3 points of advice for the class of 25. I look forward to seeing you in class and on campus. Welcome.
Thank you, Dr. McCall. I am now pleased to introduce Jennifer DeBurrow, Vice President of Student Affairs and Dean of Students.
Good afternoon. It brings me great joy to join my esteemed colleagues today as we celebrate this special occasion. Over these past few days, you've had the opportunity to learn about the many resources we have here at UNE. You learned about the Student Academic Success Center, about our Waves of Wellness program, and among many other things, you learned about the countless opportunities we have here for you to get involved. You have also met individuals from various units across campus, whether the faculty in your college, your professional advisors, or the student leaders who have helped you navigate this new place. What I hope you've now seen demonstrated is what I shared with you on Sunday. I shared then, and will share again now, that UNE is quite literally busting at the seams with people who want to see you succeed. Now, why is it so important that I continue to remind you of that? It's important because you each have a part to play. You might have noticed the banners that lined Route 9 as you approach the entrance to campus. If you didn't notice them, they feature the images of some of our amazing students and alumni. There's a tagline that accompanies those images. It asks, "What is your part?" And so let me pose that question to you now. What is your part? Will your contributions to this world be in the health professions? Maybe it's in the classroom as a teacher or on the ocean studying marine animals. Maybe you're not ready to answer that question just yet, and that's okay. The beauty of this environment and all of these people that are here to support you is this: you get to figure it out. Whether your idea is crystal clear or murky as mud, in our community, you all have the chance to peer into your future and to decide who you want to be, to envision the path that will take you there. So embrace the clarity, but be prepared to change the plan. You might find that the person you always thought you were meant to be doesn't represent your authentic self at all. And embrace the murkiness too. In the midst of the uncertainty, you might find options that you never knew existed. Finally, embrace the people. The people here really are special, and I can tell you that with certainty, having joined this community just over 16 years ago. UNE's students are bright, compassionate, talented people who care deeply about one another. And I can say the same of our faculty and professional staff. Never has this been more apparent than over this past year and a half. An unprecedented and difficult time for all of us, but one in which the members of this community showed up for one another over and over and over again. I am proud of this community that you are now a member of. When we talk to families of prospective students and tell them how special UNE is, or when I regale my family and friends with stories about how much I love working with all of you, know that now I am speaking of all of you. So class of 2025, welcome to the UNE family.
Thank you, Vice President DeBurrow. I am now so pleased to introduce a very special member of our student body. Jared Magno serves as your undergraduate student government president, and as you will hear, many other leadership roles here at the university. He tells me his friends call him Mango, and I'm so pleased to welcome him to the podium.
Hi, everyone. I hope you all have had fun over the last couple of days. I know we're so excited to have you back on campus. My name is Jared Magno, and here at UNE, I serve as a resident advisor, orientation advisor, and president of the undergraduate student government. First, I want to thank President Herbert, Provost Pardue, and Dean DeBurrow for inviting me to speak to you all today. I remember being at my convocation 3 years ago, and I hope I can inspire and encourage you all the way I felt that day. I want to talk to you all today, not as an RA, OA, or president, but as a fellow student and a peer. By now, I'm sure you've heard countless people say that UNE is a special place, more times than you can count. I don't want to ring the same bell and repeat it again, but just know it's true. To me, UNE has been the place where I made some of the best friends I could ever ask for. I've made countless memories I will never forget. I changed my major, maybe more than once, and I realized what I want to do with the rest of my life. But most importantly, I became somebody that I am proud to be. When I first arrived here at UNE, I had two things on my mind. I wanted to be on the swim team, and I wanted to be a marine biologist. Now, only one of those remains true. I'm an education major now. In high school, I wasn't a part of student government, and I didn't really have any interest in being a student leader. I didn't think I would be good at it, and I especially didn't think I would enjoy it. Now, here I am in front of all of you, loving every moment of what I do on this campus. I want to encourage you all to push your comfort zone, step outside the realm of something you typically do, and experiment with your previous normal. You never know. You might find a new passion that leads you to an amazing future. For me, all of this happened because of one person, a captain on the women's swim team, Alyssa Kane. She was the first person to tell me to apply to be an orientation leader, and she even encouraged me to run for student government. She cheered the loudest for me when I achieved my goals, and she helped pick me up when I didn't. If it wasn't for Alyssa, I wouldn't be standing here in front of you all today, and I would never be the person I am without her. I know some of you may be asking yourselves, or maybe even each other, why I'm telling you about some girl named Alyssa, and it's because of one reason. Alyssa embodies everything that UNE is and everything that UNE has to offer. UNE is going to push you to try and do things that you could never even dream of doing. It is going to challenge you to become the person that you are proud of. The UNE faculty and staff are going to cheer for you when you achieve your dreams and sit down with you and problem solve and help you figure out what your next step is when you make a mistake. Some of the most amazing people I've ever met work here at this university, and every single one of them wants to see you succeed. I want you all to find your own Alyssa. Find someone that will push you comfortably outside your comfort zone and push you to be an even better you. Class of 2025. I hope you've all enjoyed the last couple of days of orientation. Make sure to thank your OLs and your RAs that have worked tirelessly over the last several weeks to get ready for you all to arrive. I wish you all the best of luck this year, and if you ever need anything, do not be afraid to ask. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jared, for sharing your insights and experiences with us. As this ceremony draws to a close, I hope the class of 2025, each of you leave knowing how happy we are to have you here as part of the UNE community. You've heard some great advice today. Go to class, study hard, be kind to one another, make friends, try something new, and very importantly, have fun. Congratulations on the beginning of your collegiate career. Make the most of these very special 4 years. I now declare that this convocation ceremony has come to an end. As we exit the Harold Alfond Forum, students, please remain in your seats and process after the faculty, following the student marshals. You will meet up later with your orientation leaders and resident advisors at the gateway, and then head towards the campus center for our dinner and reception. Thank you.